Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IAS Academy. Deep inside the misty mountains of eastern Myanmar, where jungle paths meet hidden borders, a silent war is being fought, not with bombs there, but with meetings, whispers, and promises. What if I told you that a single handshake, as you can see here, single handshake in a forgotten town could decide the fate of thousands? Even you can say, not only thousands, even it can change the course of a Myanmar civil war. So, in a rare and secretive meeting, Myanmar's powerful junta chief, that is Min Aung Hlaing, travel to the borderland that is called as Mongla region. As you can see here, this is called as Mongla region. Ji haan. Mongla region. Travel to Mongla region. A shadow enclave controlled by a powerful ethnic army here, which is called as NDAA. That is National Democratic Alliance Army. Ji haan. So as you can see here, the headlines in the newspaper, Myanmar junta boss seeks to block flow of arms through Mongla. Ji haan. On the surface, this handshake, on the surface, infrastructure. What about infrastructure, elections and old friendships? But underneath, a desperate bid to choke the lifeline of weapons that fuel Myanmar's fiery resistance. Now, why is this meeting so critical? Who really controls the Mongla region? And is this a turning point in Myanmar's long bloody conflict or just another tactical deception? So stay with me as we uncover the layers of power, politics, ethnic alliances, also secret roots, as well as betrayal in one of the Southeast Asia's most complex war zones. So this is not just news. ये सिर्फ news नहीं है. It is the secret engine behind a conflict that world barely sees. So what is the context here? So what is the main event here? So let me tell you, this Sunday. So on Sunday, Myanmar's military leader, as you can see here in the picture, Min Aung Hlaing. जी हाँ, Myanmar military leader Min Aung Hlaing, he met with the officials from the National Democratic Alliance Army. इन्होंने किससे मिला? इन्होंने NDAA से मिले हैं. That is National Democratic Alliance Army. और ये आर्मी कहां पर है? इन केंगटुंग, ईस्टर्न शान स्टेट. जी हाँ, ये कहां पर मिले? ईस्टर्न शान स्टेट. नाउ व्हाई दिस मीटिंग हैपेंड? अब ये मीटिंग क्यों हुई? तो सबसे पहले आइए मैप समझते हैं. ये जो एनडीएनए है ना, एनडीएए, दैट इज नेशनल डेमोक्रेटिक अलायंस आर्मी. दे कंट्रोल द मोंगला रीजन. ये आप देख सकते हैं, मोंगला टेरिटरी है ना. दे कंट्रोल द मोंगला रीजन. नाउ मोंगला रीजन, इट हैज बॉर्डर विद चाइना एज वेल एज दिस साइड लाओस. अब इनका बॉर्डर किसके साथ है? चाइना. दिस रीजन हैज बॉर्डर विद चाइना एज वेल एज लाओस इन साउथ ईस्ट एशिया. नाउ व्हाई इज मोंगला इंपॉर्टेंट? Now Mongla is important because of weapons. जी हाँ, Mongla is important because of weapons and ammunitions. अब कहा जाता है from this region weapon and ammunitions are believed to be smuggled through from Laos region to ethnic rebel groups who are fighting against the Myanmar military. Clear? Now that is why the military junta leader of Myanmar, Min Aung Hlaing, he likely asked the NDAA, that is National Democratic Alliance Army, to stop the flow of weapons. जी हाँ, to stop the flow of weapons to the resistance group. कि resistance group को बिल्कुल भी weapons मिलना नहीं चाहिए. तो अब सवाल ये उठता है, what is NDAA? That is National Democratic Alliance Army, and are they helping military junta? And if they are helping, then why they are helping military junta? So let's try to understand about NDAA, that is National Democratic Alliance Army. NDAA is also known as the Group from Special Region 4. जी हाँ, this is also called as the Group of Special Region 4. As you can see here, their flag NDAA. This is the symbol of NDAA. Now, अब ये ग्रुप मिलिट्री हुंता से क्यों बात कर रहा है? So let me tell you that this NDAA has had a ceasefire with Myanmar's military since 1989. इनका ऑलरेडी सीज फायर हो चुका है म्यांमार की मिलिट्री के साथ 1989 से. Over 30 years of no fighting with Myanmar military. Now, this NDAA, that is National Democratic Alliance Army, is one of the few ethnic groups not fighting the military junta in म्यांमार. नाउ अब इस आर्मी के जो लोग हैं, इट्स पीपल, एक्चुअली द पीपल ऑफ दिस आर्मी मोस्टली स्पीक चाइनीज लैंग्वेज एंड द एरिया इज पुअर इकोनॉमिकली. सो मोंगला जो है, नाउ एज यू कैन सी हियर, दिस मोंगला रीजन, नाउ दिस मोंगला रीजन lies between northern and southern Wa state, as you can see here. Okay, as you can see here, this Mongla region lies between the northern and southern Wa state. अब ये Wa state को कंट्रोल कौन करता है? This Mongla region lies between northern and southern Wa state. Now, who controls this Wa state? The Wa state is controlled by UWSA, as you can see here, UWSA, और ये है UWSA. Clear? As you can see here. This is controlled by Wa state, है ना? ये किसके बीच में है? Wa state के बीच में, and Wa state is under the control of UWSA. Now, what is UWSA? UWSA का मतलब है United Wa State Army. जी हाँ, UWSA means United Wa State Army. So the states are controlled by UWSA. That is United Wa State Army. This is now this army is considered as strong ethnic army in Myanmar. जी हाँ. Now, what Min Aung Hlaing, that is military junta leader, what has he offered? अब इन्होंने क्या ऑफर किया है? So let me tell you what Min Aung Hlaing offered. So let me tell you the first important thing. Military leader of Myanmar, he promised that he is going to help with transportation and healthcare facilities in Mongla region. He also emphasized the need to promote the Burmese language and literature, that we need to promote the Burmese language and literature. That is why he called NDAA. He called NDAA, that is National Democratic Alliance Army leaders, as his old friends. कि आप तो हमारे पुराने दोस्त हैं. Clear? And then he referred to the three main national causes. जी हाँ, तब इन्होंने three main national causes की बात की. And now, what are those three main national causes? First thing he said, that non-disintegration of the union. Second, non-disintegration of national solidarity, किसी भी हाल में टूटने नहीं देना है. Then perpetuation of sovereignty. This thing was said by military junta leader. अब इस पर NDAA ने क्या कहा? What NDAA said? Now, the deputy leader of NDAA, whose name is Sang Pai. जी हाँ. So the deputy leader of NDAA, as you can see here, Sang Pai, he said that National Democratic Alliance Army has never hosted other armed or political groups in Mongla region. National Democratic Alliance Army is committed to the three main national causes, which was mentioned by the military leader. National Democratic Alliance Army, they want to work with the military junta to keep the area and the country stable. अब इन सभी चीजों पर एक्सपर्ट्स, म्यांमार के एक्सपर्ट्स का क्या कहना है, फॉरेन पॉलिसी एक्सपर्ट्स का क्या कहना है? So let's try to understand what experts believe. The National Democratic Alliance Army may have just said what junta wanted to hear to avoid the conflict and get the promised aid. क्योंकि म्यांमार की मिलिट्री उन्हें क्या प्रॉमिस करी है? ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटी. तो वो जो सुनना चाहते थे वही उन्होंने बोल दिया. अब अगर हम पास्ट को देखें थोड़ा, in past 2009 NDAA, that is National Democratic Alliance Army, actually sheltered the MNDAA. अब ये MNDAA क्या है? Myanmar. As you can see this symbol, this is the symbol, this is the flag of Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army. Past में ऐसा हो चुका है. In 2009 National Democratic Alliance Army actually sheltered the Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army. This is another rebel group. As you can see here, इनके यूनिफॉर्म पे भी लिखा हुआ है MNDAA, that is Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army. Another group, another rebel group. When Myanmar army took over the the base of MNDAA, जी हाँ, जब म्यांमार की आर्मी ने इनका बेस लिया था, कहां पर? कोकांग रीजन. कोकांग रीजन कहां पर है? नॉर्दर्न शान स्टेट. एज यू कैन सी हियर, व्हेन म्यांमार आर्मी टुक दिस रीजन, कोकांग रीजन, दिस इज द बेस ऑफ MNDAA. So at that time NDAA supported this rebel group. समझ में आ रहा है? Now, so MNDAA, they stayed in Mongla region, they trained, gathered weapons as well as money. Later they retook their Kokang region. बाद में इन्होंने अपना कोकांग रीजन वापस ले लिया. Now NDAA, that is National Democratic Alliance Army, did not help the military then at that time in 2009 also. Otherwise MNDAA might have been wiped out. अब ऐसा क्यों है? Because there is family connection. जी हाँ, NDAA, that is National Democratic Alliance Army, म्यांमार नेशनल डेमोक्रेटिक अलायंस आर्मी, दोनों के बीच में फैमिली कनेक्शन है. अब वो फैमिली कनेक्शन क्या है? तो आइए समझते हैं. Past National Democratic Alliance Army leader, whose name was Tsai Lun, who is now dead, was the son-in-law of Peng Jiasheng. अब ये पेन जियाशेंग कौन थे? पेन जियाशेंग was the leader of Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army, who is also now dead. So today both these groups are headed by or lead by their sons. आज NDAA जो है वो कौन संभाल रहा है? इनका सन. एंड MNDAA is managed by the son of Peng Jiasheng. This is the family connection between these two groups. समझ में आ रहा है? Now, apart from this, let me tell you some important points. So, some weapons smuggled from Laos to, and अब एक चीज याद रखिएगा, ये लाओस जो बॉर्डर है, तो कुछ जो वेपन्स है वो यहां से स्मगल किए जाते हैं और किस टेरिटरी में जाते हैं? UWSA के पास. जी हाँ, some weapons smuggled from Laos and go to UWSA and possibly NDAA also. Okay, and eventually these weapons reach rebel groups. Now that is why Min Aung Hlaing, who is the military junta leader, अब military junta leader क्या चाहते हैं? Min Aung Hlaing is concerned about this and he wants that NDAA to help cut off that supply. Now the NDAA, that is National Democratic Alliance Army, their true loyalties are unclear as they have helped rebel groups in the past also. Okay, now that is why military junta did this meeting. तो ये जो मीटिंग हुई है मिलिट्री हुंता एज वेल एज NDAA के लीडर्स के बीच में, क्या इसके इंपैक्ट हो सकते हैं? सो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, दिस मीटिंग is part of military junta's efforts to control the arms supply routes and maintain influence in the border areas while preparing for elections in December. So the meeting between Min Aung Hlaing and NDAA has several potential impact, both immediate impact also as well as long-term impact also. Now, what can be the possible impact? So first impact could be military impact. जी हाँ. So first impact could be military impact. Now what can be the military impact? There can be potential disruption of supply chains. जी हाँ, there अब possibility है कि disruption हो सकता है supply chains का. Now if the National Democratic Alliance Army agrees to stop the arms which are flowing through the Mongla region, that is this region, Mongla region, resistance groups, especially in Shan state and nearby region, they may face shortages of weapons and ammunition, this weakening their fight against the military junta. Now this is going to create the pressure on other ethnic groups also, as well as armed organizations. So ethnic armed organizations like this military junta might use this move as template to pressure the other border based ethnic armed organization like UWSA or Kokang groups to cut the ties with anti-junta forces. Now apart from this, political impact can also be there. Now what can be the political impact? अब इसका political impact क्या हो सकता है? So let's try to understand. Attempt to isolate the resistance group. Now how? By pulling the groups like National Democratic Alliance Army closer, the junta is trying to divide and weaken the broader, you can say broader anti-junta alliance of ethnic armed organization as well as resistance group. Now, this can also boost for junta's election plan. Now, military junta plans to hold elections in December 2025. So securing border regions like Mongla, it allows them to create a more stable image even if the process is not democratic. Then it could also have the regional impact. अब इसका regional impact भी हो सकता है. Now what can be the regional impact? So let's try to understand. China and Laos, two border areas are there. So क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेंशन और कॉपरेशन, दो ही चीजें हो सकती हैं. देयर कैन बी क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेंशंस और कोऑपरेशन, है ना, और कोऑपरेशन. नाउ हाउ? सो लेट मी टेल यू, सिंस मोंगला, ये मोंगला रीजन है. नाउ since Mongla borders with China as well as Laos, so any crackdown on the arms flows, it may involve more coordination with the foreign actors, or it can also trigger the covert tension if these flows have unofficial support. Apart from this, Chinese interest here. Mongla is economically and culturally tied to China. Even the people of NDAA, they speak Chinese. So a junta NDAA alliance may be watched closely by the Beijing, which prefers border stability but may not support military junta dominance there. Apart from this, another impact could be the strategic impact. जी हाँ. अब इसका strategic impact क्या हो सकता है? Now, this can be the tactical gain for military junta, but the risk of blowback is also there. For example, while the junta may gain short-term control over an arms route, it risks angering the NDAA or other groups if they feel betrayed or manipulated later. Now, this may backfire if NDAA resumes covert support to the rebel groups, as it allegedly did in past, that is with MNDAA in 2009 against military junta. Now, this meeting also signals the military junta weakness. अब ये कैसे military junta की weakness को show कर रहा है? Now, the very need for such a meeting shows that the junta is struggling militarily, especially in the remote region where ethnic armed groups are dominating. So it reveals that military juntas dependent on diplomacy and deal making, not just brute force. Apart from this, NDAA position may shift. Now NDAA position, it may shift. Now try to understand. National Democratic Alliance Army, it could genuinely align with the military junta. Unlikely, but possible if incentives are high. Okay? They pretend to cooperate while continuing back channel support to the rebel groups also. Then they can use the meeting to extract more aid and infrastructure help. while staying neutral. So overall, if you see, in short, this meeting is a tactical move by the military junta to plug a critical weakness, arms smuggling routes, while buying the loyalty from the NDAA. But it may not be sustainable in the long term if the trust breaks down or if the NDAA chooses its own path again. So what just happened in Mongla region, it may look like a diplomacy, but reality में क्या है? But in reality, it is high stake game of survival. It is a game where today's friend could become tomorrow hidden enemy, and one closed supply route might trigger an explosive chain reaction across the borders. So military junta wants control and National Democratic Alliance Army wants survival. And what about the resistance group? They are watching, they are waiting, possibly rerouting. As Myanmar sinks deeper into the conflict, meeting like this one is a quiet, untelevised and carefully worded. It might tip the balance of power more than any battle. So ask yourself one thing, can a promise in a remote jungle area town really stop a revolution? Or is this just a calm before the next storm? So if this video opened your eyes to the hidden moves behind the Myanmar conflict, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel Legacy IAS Academy, because your support helps bring these untold stories to the world, and also those stories that matter but rarely make headlines. So stay curious, stay critical, and remember that in geopolitics, what is unseen is often more powerful than what is shown. Thank you so much.